Hey, so as you advance spiritually, and you don't have to advance a lot to be advancing spiritually, you just have to be making spirituality, your version of it, your experience of it, make that a priority, and you will advance. So, one way we can think of spirituality is it is simply you asking the question, what is my experience? You going within and noticing the quality of your experience. So the ego is involved with three questions: who am I? What do I want? And how am I going to get it? This is really useful in your life until the day that you start to ask, what is my experience? So, the reason that yoga is so powerful is because if you're stuck in some pose that you are uncomfortable in, you're going to start paying attention to your experience. You're going to turn within. If you're doing fast weight reps, for instance, you're not as likely to turn within. So that's the difference. As you start to notice the quality of your experience, you're going to notice the quality of your exchanges with other people. And you're going to notice those exchanges that are not clear. You walk away and you're like, wait a minute, what did we just talk about? So, one simple tool to improve communication is to simply improve your communication. Yes, we want the people around us to be clearer, as I spoke of yesterday. We want people to make clear offers and make clear requests. And we want people to respond clearly to our clear offers and our clear requests. But until that day comes, you might want to make sure your offers are clear. I will help you Tuesday for 2 hours, or I will take the kids until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, whatever it might be, and making clear requests. We, as I have mentioned, we tend to make very passive aggressive requests. You may not intend them to be that way, but that's really what they amount to if you're not making a clear request. So start listening to your own communication. And once you've gotten that clearer, then you can look at, notice, feel into the communication from other people. I have noticed that I fall back a lot. My communication gets murky from time to time. Now, I work on it. I try to notice it. A friend of mine recently told me I'm a good communicator. I really, really valued that because, again, I work on it. But I think we have to go against years of programming not to be clear. I know in my family there were things that were not spoken of. Once I got married, there were things in that family that were not spoken of. I remember when I got divorced, I said to my ex husband, now I can make peas more often. And he said, why? I said, because you don't like peas. And he said, I never said that. So I don't know where I got the idea that he didn't like peas. But that is just an example of a lack of clarity, either on my part as listening, clarity in listening, clarity in absorbing the message, or on his part. So, how can we clear things up? Well, I could have asked over the years, but I was raised to not poke at it when someone, and I must admit, I think there's some sexism there. A man says that he doesn't like peas, I'm going to pay more attention, perhaps. So I'm sorry about that now. Anyway, noticing when we aren't clear, noticing when other people aren't clear. Another of my faults is that if it's clear in my head, I assume it's going to be clear in the other person's head. And that isn't always the case. So, noticing over time how we can clean up our communication, we're really going to notice it when other people aren't clear. And we're going to learn to ask those questions, clarify. I think I grew up with a lot of unclear communication, a lot of assumptions and presumptions. So you probably have also. So again, take a look at your communication and start to value any clarity you can find, any clarity you can experience. So I'm Fran Gallagher. I am your guide to meditation, intuition, and relationships. Thank you for joining me once again, and have some clarity in your communication.